Okay, here we are, Walmart. Just got to get a couple items here. So you'll get an idea for how things work at the Mexican Walmart. I'll skip a cart. Here we are in air-conditioned Walmart. You can see some of the prices. Okay, I had to take over with the audio portion of this because apparently the background music that's playing at Walmart, and I didn't have the royalties to the music, so I cut out the audio and I'm continuing it here. Now I'm going to pop in and out. I'm going to shorten this video down to what's important for you to see as far as some prices here at Walmart and how they display their items. So right here we're coming up on the motorcycles, and right to my right here we are, the motorcycles, and they are a dangerous thing in the carretera because they zip in and out of traffic. They come up to the right side of you, the left side of you. They suddenly appear out of nowhere. They come up, cross the roads. Apparently they own the rules of the road. So I don't argue with them. I just watch for them. You got to have your head on a swivel when you're driving down the carretera. Now we're approaching the aisles of the grocery store. They're pretty well stocked. I had no complaints about that. They got every kind of salad dressing you can see here, and a lot of bottles of it, so there's never a rush for salad dressings. And then the oils, there's a vast supply of cooking oils, avocado oil, every kind of oil, and every kind of bean that you could think of here. And here we got black beans, every kind of bean, but I was looking for black beans. And I found this one here. It's a great deal at 26 pesos, which is $1.50 US for a bag of beans. And then we're approaching the cereal aisle. And you'll see here that it's a little different than the US because all the boxes of cereal that are for children aren't cartoon images to tell them to eat this stuff. Instead, it's got excessive sugar, excessive salt, excessive calories, and then you make your choice after that. But there's no little cartoons for the Trix, the Fruit Loops, no little bird with the fancy colors. And it just, you want to eat it, but there's all the, right there, excessive calories, excessive sugar. And if you notice, the cereal boxes were 2 for 130 pesos, which today is $7.52 for 2 boxes of cereals. And now we're coming into the vegetable area, and the prices here look crazy, but they're per kilo. So you see the red peppers and the green peppers and the yellow peppers, they're all different prices here as we're approaching it. But that's per kilo. So when you get to the register, they weigh it. But there'll be all different prices for each pepper. That's 99 pesos for a kilo of red peppers. And then they have the other ones here, the yellow peppers and the green peppers. And moving right along here, you see we had the different kinds of potatoes, And the tomatoes are forever large. There's plenty of tomatoes at 50 pesos a kilo, which is 2.89. And further on down here, there's open carrots. You pick them, everything is by the kilo. And the broccolis and the cabbages and parsleys are all laid out, just like in the US, except the prices are different. And then we move on right here to the eggs, and they're not in coolers, they're all laid out. And they're pretty good prices here on eggs. There are different types of free range and cage range. And you see this one here is, I mean, zoom in on it, and you see it's 33 pesos. That's $1.91 for 30 eggs. And they're pretty good. I can't complain about the eggs. And we're coming along here to the avocados, and the avocados are ranging at 57 pesos a kilo, and that's $3.30. And you get about 4 avocados per the 2.5 pounds, depending on the size. Then there are other avocados in the bag, same like they have in the US, but they're rock hard. And when they ripen, they don't never seem to be any good. So I don't do that anymore. And pineapples are big, and you can see the pineapples here, and they're going for 23 pesos a kilo, and that's $1.33 per kilo. So the pineapple usually weighs about a kilo, so you can get it for about $1.30-ish. So there you have it. That's the vegetable department. And now I'm going to go to the checkout, and that's always a lot of fun. And here we have the self-checkout, just like in the US, cameras all over, and they're all speaking. Even when you change into English, the only part that's English is how much you pay in pesos. It'll tell you 300 pesos, or it'll give you that. But if you're looking something up, it's all in Spanish, so you have to know the word for Spanish. And right here, it's asking for my phone number, and I say, no. So you check your first item with this and hit it, and then it tells you how much you gotta pay, either cash or card. And I usually just use cash. And I use the self-checkout most of the time when I have items that I don't have to weigh, because I gotta look them up in Spanish, weigh them on the scale, and 9 times out of 10, I'm calling the lady over for assistance. So that's where I just do it really quick, get my change, and leave. All done. And then it tells you to take your stuff off the scale, and it keeps doing it. See, you can't put anything on the scale and say, example, you have 2 of the same item. You have to do each one separate. If you do one and try to do it again, it corrects you and say, put it on the scale and go to the next one. So you can't put one item, and if you were getting 3, go bing, 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 3. No, it don't work. You gotta put each one out. So that's our tour of Walmart. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I had, and there's still more to come. We're going to a bakery, and we're going to the fish market. More later. Bye.